All right, everyone, welcome back to the Land of Chem. I am your host and the author. My name is Jeffrey Drum. Thank you all so much for joining me again. All right, everyone, welcome back. Now, I have some absolutely monumental news, spectacular new footage, and exclusive research to present in today's episode as I take you along with me on a private, special permission access into the ancient temple of initiation known as the Osireion. If this is the type of content you're interested in regarding the ancient technology of a lost civilization utilizing physics and chemistry, and the function of the Egyptian pyramids and other ancient structures from across the world, this is the channel for you. So please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube, and don't forget to click that little notification bell so that you do not miss the new episodes that premiere twice per week. Please like, comment, share, and stay tuned. If you want to help support this channel and get access to exclusive research and unreleased footage that you will not see anywhere else, check out the Land of Chem members only channel and thelandofchem.com if you want to pick up a copy of the book or grab some merch, both linked in the video description below. If you want to follow me on Instagram or on X, my handle is @thelandofchem. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you all so much for the support. I think that is it for today's intro. So without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, everyone, here we go with tonight's episode. Now, to begin, the following footage was first released almost a year ago on the members only channel in episode 10. And now it is finally time to reveal some behind the scenes details regarding my participation in an ongoing archaeological investigation at the site. So after my research on initiation into the mystery school of Osiris and the function of the Osireion temple was presented in episode 118, link in the video description below, I was introduced by my colleagues at the Osireion Project to James Westerman and Dr. Ahmed Aziz from the Sohag University in Abydos, and they asked me to join as a member of the Osireion 7 mission team, whose research was discussed in episode 111, and they invited me to come to Abydos to participate in their examination of the water source inside of the Osireion temple. This mission was the impetus for our entire trip to Luxor last year, and it was literally the fulfillment of a childhood dream to be involved in a real on-site archaeological project. And the purpose of our collaboration investigation was to bring one of our new tools, an endoscopic camera, into the Osireion so we could see inside of a feature known as the nostril that you can see here, that was first discovered by the Osireion 7 mission team lead, Jim Westerman, that I also presented in episode 84. And I'll put links to all of my relevant Osireion research videos, episode 84, 111, and 118 in the video description below. We also investigated the inlet bringing water into the central recess on the island, as you can see here. Now, I gave my word that I would not release the video of what we discovered using the endoscopic camera or discuss any of our findings until we have official approval, and I intend to keep that promise. But today, you will get to see footage from our examination of the site, and I will say that this is just the beginning of what you will see regarding the Osireion and the Osireion 7 mission research exclusively here on the Land of Chem. So now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I hope you enjoy Sunday Site Visit 89, Private Special Permission Access into the Temple of Initiation, the Osireion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of our exploration of the Seti I temple. In part 1, you saw the temple structure itself. And today, same day for me, but different day for you, we are about to begin our private special permission access into the Osireion. So here we are leaving the confines of the Seti I temple. And now you'll get your first glimpse of the Osireion. It's the first time I've seen this structure in person. And I can already see the crew down there working in the recess. So since this is a separate episode, I will reiterate what I said at the beginning of the part one. I am extremely proud to officially announce that I've been added as a team member to the Osireion 7 mission here at the Osireion in Abydos. And today I will be working with Dr. Aziz from the Sohag University to participate in the ongoing archaeological investigation to determine the source of the water at the Osireion. And we brought some new gear with us today that we're going to be utilizing in this exploration of the site. And you can see down here that there is a team attempting to empty the recess here. So we brought a special tool that you will see implemented here in just a moment that'll allow us to investigate the deepest recesses of this housing on the central island of the Osireion. All right, so now I'm pretty excited. Again, this is like a childhood boy's dream come true to participate in real archaeology, and it's such an honor and a privilege to be able to do this, and I'm almost speechless in gratitude for this opportunity. So we have a 2-hour special permission inside of the structure, and then we'll begin some of our archaeological work. All right, enough build up on the suspense. Let's get to it. Yalabina. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And I asked them if we could enter through the proper entrance into the structure, because they have a modern stairway that you can take to get down into the inner sanctum of the temple. But I want to take you along the path of the initiates. Preparing to participate in the ritual of the death and resurrection of Osiris. Descending down into the darkness. Shukran. All right. The gate has officially been opened. And we are about to reach the limestone portion of the entrance corridor. So imagine traversing this passageway with no lights into the underground inner sanctum of the Osireion temple. Most of the roof is all restoration work, the whole way through here. I am very, very excited. It's not often that I get this pumped for on-site expeditions, but this is such a unique experience for me to be able to participate in this mission to investigate the source of the water underneath the temple. It's a big moment for me, and you guys get to see it live on camera. Okay, here we've reached the first chamber. And as I mentioned in my video, as the initiate reached this chamber, the instruction would begin. And you can see the depiction of Osiris here. Horus. And the entire chamber covered with hieroglyphic symbols, the meaning of which would be explained to the initiate prior to the death and resurrection ritual. And the ancillary chamber, as anticipated, I propose that this is an acoustic amplification chamber. And that hypothesis was prior to me ever stepping foot inside of this structure. But I'm sure you can hear it on the camera that this chamber does indeed have good acoustic properties. And here we'll get our first look down into the Osireion. Man, I gotta reiterate how much of an honor this is for me to be able to be involved in this project. As I explained in my previous episodes on the Osireion, several wells were drilled in and around this area to analyze the water below these structures. They've also drilled a well within the Osireion, and they've been testing the properties of the water, including things like total dissolved solids, conductivity, resistivity. And here we have the first transverse chamber. So this part of the structure would have originally had a roof. You can see the remains of the roof here. And it's a really cool experience for me to finally get some recognition within the legitimate archaeological community. I mean, it's a huge honor and a blessing. And I was added to this team because of my recent research and work on the Osireion, also by virtue of my affiliation with my team members at the Osiris project. So we all had a Zoom meeting. James Westerman, the team members of the Osiris project, and I, to prepare for this expedition. Oh man. I can't even describe how excited I am to finally see this. So I just had chills kind of going up my back, because you can imagine the experience of the initiates crossing into the temple of Osiris. And if this little bridge wasn't here, the only way to access the central island is by first being fully immersed in the primordial waters surrounding the central island. So if you were an initiate being introduced into the cult of Osiris, you had to be first fully immersed in the water. And this is an ancient ritual known as lustration, purification by water. And only those who had gone through the ritual purification could then enter the sacred central island. And of course, this is why I also believe that there are very special properties to this water. And the location for the Osireion was selected intentionally to tap into this subterranean water source, which they have now proven is independent from the Nile River. So this temple is literally sitting right on top of an isolated body of water. And they built this temple so that it would tap directly into this very unique source of water that still fills the temple. So you can imagine that I just plunged into the water here, and I would now ascend the staircase onto the central island. And you can see the team here working diligently to drain this recess, because it appears that there is an inlet feeding water into this recess. And that is the main objective of our investigation for today. As you can see over here in this corner, there's water flowing in to the recess from this area. So we brought an endoscope, and we're going to feed the camera down into this opening to see what we can find. We also brought our LiDAR scanning equipment, So kind of the big reveal for the equipment that we've been integrating into our research. You've seen some previews of the LiDAR scans that we've been obtaining from various artifacts and structures. And we're beginning to develop a database of LiDAR scans that we can utilize for further research. So I'm going to take a minute to introduce myself to the team, walk around the structure a bit, and then I will resume filming here in just a moment. This is very, very exciting stuff. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
عايز نظريه تمام وحضرتك وانت بتقول
عاوز اقول لي بعد كده البتاع اللي بتشتغل يدخله جوه ده يديني انا الشغل بعد كده هو لا هو مش هو المال
Yes, yes. Yeah, okay, okay.
يا استاذ هاني يا استاذ هاني تمام انا اتكلمت معاه
There.
So I had anticipated that these were like inscribed on the stone, but it looks like they're just drawn on, like red
It
ochre.
looks like a pigment.
Yeah, pigment. Yes, yes, thank you so much. So we brought some equipment. This is amazing. This is my first time seeing it in person.
You'll enjoy it. Well, yes, probably you've seen this. Yes, yes. I would like to try to
So let me show you. Here.
Dr. Aziz, pleased to meet you. I'm Alexa. Nice to meet you.
So the camera is 5 meters long, 16 feet.
we will need only almost 1.70 centimeters because the lens of the tube will not be more than 1.70. So if it's 170, that's fine.
So this is also, it has a wire inside of the endoscope, so we can bend it around corners. You know, so it's
You can go inside and then the other corner.
correct. Yeah, yeah. And we also have thank you. This is my wife, Alexa.
Pleased to meet you, Dr. Aziz.
Ahmed. Can I show you something else? We try to.
Yes, yes.
I'm not sure how can. we
The
treat
nostril
this.
here.
Yes.
The hole, yeah.
Giza is the really doesn't go inside.
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah.
I was discussing that with Jim Westerman, that it looks like there's a patch here, concrete.
Yes, it used to be it's like a fracture here.
Yes.
And this is where we expect the water is coming from the underground through this fracture.
Okay.
But it doesn't come until the level of water here goes up. It has to reach almost 40 centimeter depth
Right, to get down there. Right.
So we expect this water coming from this side, not actually, or maybe from here. You can see.
Okay. So this here, if we can go in the shade here, I can show you the image. So we can take. So here's your picture.
Hello, me.
So it has very good resolution, and we can
Is
also.
that all? I mean, it doesn't need anything. No camera here. That's the camera.
That's the camera.
Ah.
And then we can
It
also do video.
Doesn't affect it by water.
Nope, we have a waterproofing
Ah.
attachment,
That's good.
and we can also record video. So now we're recording video.
Hello, Jeffrey. It's nice to see you
There
here
we
in Osireion. This is one of the oldest monuments in Egypt. It's very interesting to see you here, and hope we find good results for our project.
Maybe we'll find a hidden chamber.
Maybe.
Okay, so this
We'll
is,
share it in this case.
and now you can see the video. So we can record the whole process of sending the camera down into the hole. We can record it on video and also take pictures.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, can we try to? I'm not sure how we can go inside.
All right, let me
Because we don't
put
have
the
this,
attachment on here. The waterproofing attachment.
We can ask one of our guys to. Is this rope strong enough to move? Or you have to have
I think so.
something strong, a little bit stronger. رجال احسن رجال بس نضغط شويه عشان نكسب وقت.
No, I don't think we need the tripod.
Okay, I mean, we need some rigidity.
كله تمام ان شاء الله.
What we can see. No, I mean this up here.
Okay.
Connect.
ايوه يا راجل انا اللي انا والله على مسؤول الشخصيه انا مسؤول عن اللي انا بقوله
والله مع الوزير شكلنا احنا هنلبس جلابيه بكره
والله ما بينا I'm trying to move it just to
I may be able to adjust the light here. Okay, so that's professional light, and this is full light. Okay.
This is very good. It's still moving.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Is that what you can see inside, yeah?
Yeah, so we can try to move it. Okay. So there you can see kind of an opening here.
the wall itself.
See, this is the edge of the wall.
Yeah.
So you keep going. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here you can see the cavity. Here. So this is the rock or the limestone, and this is the cavity.
Okay, that means there is some cavities inside the wall. Small cavities. Do we have an idea how far it is? The scale is it 1:1 or
1:1, yep.
1:1?
That's not too far. So we can make this whole thing into a straight wire. And maybe just feed it in straight as far as it will go.
Okay, there is nothing more to learn actually. It's just this fraction, some holes inside the wall.
Does it go further?
No. That's it.
I think it may be hitting the wall. There we go, there we go. Okay, now look. So now you can see there's the fractures to here. Here's wall, here's stone, and then there's stone on this side.
كده وصلنا للبيزر نحط البيز البيز بتاع الفتحة عند الفتحة معاك بنت يعني
Okay, see the crack? Yeah. It goes further.
So what's this? Is this light on the other side? Is it cracks or what?
So this, I think, is stone. Yeah, it looks like light reflecting off of the stone. But here in the center is the crack. It continues further.
هات كده المتر يا اخي. Ah, it's 114 centimeters. It's long enough. I was thinking it's just very small thing. Okay, let's try.
Hold on, let me extend this all the way.
Do you see anything different or exciting?
It does look like there is possibly something back there. Here. So you see the crack? It goes. So here's the crack.
Yeah.
And there is a vacant space back there. See?
Yeah. That means this fracture is extending inside the wall. And there's a possibility of.
So let's try to send this all the way.
يلا بينا.
Strong enough. Where?
This hole. We can send it all the way the length of the tube.
No, but you don't have extension. We said this is the maximum.
No, this whole thing.
Can it go inside?
Yeah.
Because there is no extension inside.
No, it'll keep going.
احنا مش عاوزين ده، احنا عاوزين That's it. مفيش والله.
الناس زمان بس جايه بقى. هذا الشغال هم
تعالى محمد ما عرفناش كده. بص انا عاوزك انت واقف كده مكانك هنا.
هجيب ميه عندك الغرز زحمه؟
دخلها في الميه، ما تخافش من الميه على قد ما تدخل جوه يعني. خليها يعني حاول تخليها مستقيمه بايدك كده، افرد السلك يعني خليه مستقيم
بالراحة.
بالراحه.
I think it's in the water. It's underwater, so I can't see on the video.
So you want it to be in.
So pull back a little bit.
ارجع ورا شويه. حاول يعني هتقدر تعليها فوق الميه.
لو ماشي ماشي طري يعني.
Okay, now I can see in the camera.
حاج محمد يلا يا ابوي.
حاول تدخلها كده بالراحه.
يا ابوي اسحب يا ابوي. اسحب بالجلاجل يلا. يلا عبد الله.
Can you say anything?
It goes in and out. I think it's going in the water and out of the water.
حاول تخليها فوق الميه. مش قادر صح؟
السلك لو
انت عاوزها فوق الميه؟ طب في مساحه عندك فوق الميه؟ يعني في مساحه فوق؟
Okay, I just got a good. You can see the crack.
يعني انزل بالراحه، خليك عالي يعني ما تنزلش على الميه على طول.
Yeah, so try to keep it up.
خليك فوق الميه.
Okay, slow.
بالراحه فوق الميه. ما تزقش، خليك فوق الميه. اطلع تاني
Okay, so
دخلها.
here's the roof of the crack.
حاول تعلي ايدك شويه لفوق.
Okay, but now you can. Okay, so we're inside of the transverse chamber. This door here was originally completely sealed. You can see the limestone blocks here, which was broken through to access this transverse chamber on the back side. And this is a passage that was opened up that is believed to connect to the above ground portion of the Seti I temple. So this may be the back access into this isolated chamber within the Osireion. And we just finished and that certainly looks like it's just filled with rubble and debris back there that could be cleared out. Yeah, and then this area here, the brick, that's also patched. Certainly indicative that there may be a passage leading into this back transverse chamber. You can see that there are hieroglyphic inscriptions on the ceiling of this chamber. Here we have the goddess Nut. The celestial realm. Alright, one thing I want to point out, it does appear that there was a door or a closure here of some sort. That these cells may have been opened and then closed. Definitely seems to be some acoustic properties inside of these chambers. All right, so in my previous episode on the Osireion, I proposed that these 17 cells are emblematic of the death and resurrection of Osiris occurring on the 17th day of the month. It does not appear that there were any original decorations inside of these chambers, and that they were intended to be undecorated. And you can see from this configuration here that these cells are not intended to be accessible. So these planks of wood are how you get over the water from the central island into the cells. But there's no way to get from the island to the cell, and this blocks off the access to this ledge that I'm standing on. So these cells were also intended to be an inaccessible part of the structure. So if it wasn't for all that algae and stuff down in there, this water would be super clear. I mean, you can see how crystal clear the water is, but all that green color is from all the algae and
But by the sun, it used to have a roof.
bacteria and all that other stuff in here. But it would have originally been very pristine source of water in here, very similar to what we saw in the Osiris shaft, where that water is crystal clear, very, very clean. And it's just, you know, centuries of a accumulation of algae and debris and growth in here that gives it the greenish color, not to mention all the debris that's down in there. Careful, babe. I was rounding one of those corners, I was like, I can just see myself falling into the muck. Going around these corners is, again, you can see that from here, the central entrance, there's no way to access this ledge. This whole piece is blocking the access to the cells.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's video. This was Sunday Site Visit 89, the Osireion. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and in the next episode in the series, we will be discussing the catastrophic reactor meltdown at the Bent Pyramid. This is an episode you do not want to miss, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube if you're interested in the ancient technology of a lost civilization utilizing physics and chemistry, and the function of the Egyptian pyramids and other ancient structures from across the world. If you want to help support the channel, check out the Land of Chem members only channel and thelandofchem.com, both linked in the video description below. If you want to follow me on Instagram or on X, my handle is @thelandofchem. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you all so much for the support. I think that is it for today's episode. So I will see you next time.
Yo, are you still watching this? Please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube and click that little notification button. New videos coming out every single week. And check out this other episode. Come on, do it. Do it now.